Chapter 034 Arrival. You are the artifact spirit of the Jiao subduing Yellow Spring diagram? Fang Han heard the voice transmitted from the Yellow Spring diagram and communicated with the Jiao through his divine mind. Immediately, he felt that the Jiao's aura within the diagram was as majestic as a surging great river. It was almost no less imposing than the rolling, billowing Long Yuan River. The Long Yuan River stretched for 10,000 li, cutting across the entire Great Li Dynasty from east to west, and was the place where the dynasty's dragon vein converged. And now, the aura the Jiao in the Yellow Spring diagram gave Fang Han was exactly that of a dynasty's dragon vein, piercing through past and present, holding history in its grasp, able to alter fate. This aura, it is too powerful. Fang Han felt suffocated, unable to catch his breath. My origin was once a whole dynasty's dragon vein, of course I am powerful. But I was severely wounded, my vital energy greatly depleted, leaving only a wisp of remnant soul. However, if you can obtain 3,636 pure yang treasures like the one we got today, let me absorb their yang soul essence, I can gradually recover. By then you will no longer need to hide and sneak around, you can directly inherit the legacy of Yellow Spring Emperor and become a demon emperor for the ages. Roam freely across heaven and earth, dominate the whole universe. The Jiao's voice continued to reach him. You are this powerful, what could have injured you? Fang Han already knew that the Jiao subduing Yellow Spring diagram was the decree of Yellow Spring Emperor of the demon sect. Whoever obtained it would have a chance to become a demon emperor and unify the Yellow Spring Gate. And now, the Jiao inside the Yellow Spring diagram had actually been awakened by him. It was immortals from the heavens. Immortals with boundless divine power. The Jiao let out a long chant. They came looking for the legendary gate of eternal life. Ha 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 ha, that gate. Once you open that gate, you can become unbreakable through endless kalpas, eternal and indestructible. When the sun and moon perish, I do not perish. When heaven and earth crumble, I do not decay. Ha 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 ha. But these are things you are not yet fit to touch. Gate of eternal life, what is that? When the sun and moon perish, I do not perish. When heaven and earth crumble, I do not decay. Such a being cannot exist. Is this Jiao mad? What got into it? Fang Han muttered to himself in his mind. Fang Han, your name is Fang Han, right? I sense you are not very excited deep in your heart. Do you not want to become a demon emperor of the demon sect? After the long chant, the Jiao suddenly asked with a strange tone. Becoming a demon emperor is nowhere near that easy. The path of cultivation cannot be achieved in one leap just relying on a single magic treasure. Does the Yuhua sect I am in now lack magic treasures? Yet how many figures comparable to demon emperors has it produced? Magic treasures are nothing more than aids, they can only give you a shortcut. True cultivation still depends on your own solid step-by-step progress. Fang Han said solemnly, sending a strong thought to the Jiao. Regarding the Jiao's offer that he would inherit Yellow Spring Emperor's legacy and become a demon emperor, Fang Han truly felt not much excitement. After all, cultivation must progress step by step. Only with unyielding spirit, extraordinary perseverance, great wisdom, and great fortune can one reach the legendary realm. It can never be done overnight. Otherwise, the world would be full of powerful masters everywhere. Even for a great sect like Yuhua sect, where the sect leader has profound cultivation and fame no less than any demon emperor of the demon sect, nurturing a master of the secret realm of supernatural powers is extremely difficult. And even if they do help someone reach the secret realm of supernatural powers, without the will forged through step-by-step solid cultivation, they can never achieve greater things. For example, if the current Yuhua sect leader gave a Yinyan longevity pellet to an ordinary person, and expended great power to help him step into the secret realm of supernatural powers, that person's achievement would stop right there, unable to progress another inch, because it is a castle built on sand. That is why the Yuhua sect leader orders disciples to kill figures like Hong Fantaizi, letting elite disciples achieve spiritual transcendence through life and death trials before granting them the Yinyan longevity pellet. Getting one Jiao subduing Yellow Spring diagram and becoming a demon emperor? That would make the title of demon emperor far too worthless. I never thought you would see through the truth of cultivation, that you know the path of cultivation is long and endless. Good, very good. Your mindset is perfect. This is exactly the mindset a demon emperor's inheritor should have. The road is long. As long as you keep walking forward, you will succeed one day. Let us make this arrangement. Every time you find me a pure young supreme treasure like today's for me to devour and recover my strength, I will teach you one cultivation art of the Yellow Spring sect, and gradually help you become the demon emperor of the demon sect. The Jiao said. As expected, nothing in this world comes free. Where would I find a second supreme treasure like the Sun Chicken Supreme Yang rope for you to eat? Fang Han said slowly, besides, you devouring this supreme treasure today has gotten me into great danger. The elders of Yuhua sect will definitely investigate, and once they trace the matter to me, I will die instantly. You will also be taken away and refined. We need to solve this trouble first. This is indeed troublesome. The Jiao was silent for a moment before saying, my strength has not recovered, I can only collect treasures of the spirit tool grade. For higher grade treasures, I have to fight a battle first. If I encounter a powerful master from Yuhua sect with strong supernatural powers, I still cannot match them, I can only hide inside you. You have fused the 9 apertures golden pellet, and there is Yellow Spring Emperor's aura in your blood, which is perfect for me to hide. We can talk about the matter of finding me pure yang treasures later. The Yellow Spring River forms its own void, it is a small cave heaven. I am the dragon vein spirit of the Yellow Spring River. Back in the day, Yellow Spring Emperor used his supreme divine power to seal the sacred Yellow Spring River in the underground abyss. You can now borrow the power of the Yellow Spring River to store items, so no one else can find your hidden things. I see. Fang Han nodded. He finally understood what benefits he would gain now. First, he would help the Jiao find pure yang treasures for it to devour and recover strength, and the Jiao would teach him the supreme demonic cultivation of the Yellow Spring sect. Second, he gained the small cave heaven of the Yellow Spring River to store items. It was simply a transaction. Also, when I collected the supreme yang rope just now, the 10 flying Yiksha demon generals were also drawn into the Yellow Spring River. I will use the Yellow Spring River's power to slowly nurture them, turning them into Ashura. The Yellow Spring River is an underground sacred spring. Its water has extraordinary power. It is most suitable for tempering demonic cultivation. In the future, when you temper your physical body, you can swim in the Yellow Spring River to practice. Once I have these 10 Ashura, I can even fight against Yuhua sect elders. Alright, I must now refine the pure yang energy to solidify my spirit body. I will come out to help you when you are in danger. Wait, no, someone is coming, they are approaching quickly, and their strength is extremely powerful. You must leave now. As it spoke, the Jiao's voice gradually faded away, and it seemed to have fallen back into slumbered. Fang Han, Fang Han. Hearing Hongi Junju calling him, Fang Han suddenly snapped back to his senses. Someone is coming, we leave immediately, bring Hongfen Taizi's body with us. Fang Han had no time to explain more. He waved his hand suddenly, and a pink garment clad his body. It was the blood cotton demon robe he had just obtained. Then he walked to Hongfen Taizi's side, waved his hand, and a vortex made of yellow water appeared in his palm. It sucked Hongfen Taizi in an instant, and the body vanished. Through his divine sense, he saw that Hongfen Taizi's corpse had already fallen into the Yellow Spring River inside the diagram. After the Jiao awakened, Fang Han could wield the Yellow Spring diagram far more smoothly. Now he could, by his will alone, draw a wisp of water from the Yellow Spring River, wrap it around items and store them away. Immediately, Fang Han pulled Hongi Junju up and shouted, "Rise!" A streak of pink light lifted the two of them. They glided low over the desert, vanished into the deep desert, and left this dangerous place. After putting on the blood cotton demon robe, he could rely on the robe's power to fly. Not long after the two left, 2 figures suddenly descended from the sky. One of them wore a gilded silk robe. It was Yuan Jiankong, who had just escaped, ranked 10th on the mountains and rivers ranking. But now his demeanor was extremely respectful, following behind another man like an obedient grandson. This man had brows like curved moons, his aura was light and calm, without a single trace of sharpness, like a clear spring or a gentle breeze. He wore only an ordinary plain green robe, not a spirit tool, nor a magic tool. It seemed he flew entirely by the power of his physical body, without relying on any external help at all. "Senior Brother Hua, we are one step late," Yuan Jinkong whispered softly, just like a well-behaved grandson. It turned out the visitor was Hua Tiandu, the #1 true disciple of Yu Hua sect who oversaw Tiandu Peaked, the original owner of the Sun Chicken Supreme Yang rope.